did wonderful. Let's keep this applause going. Rosa, ladies and gentlemen. Another standing ovation. You are a wonderful, wonderful audience here. That was Rosa singing her Chinese opera aria. And next up, we have a comedian on board. Did you know that one of your fellow guests is a great comedian? Well, now you will learn. His name is Clive. He's all the way from Scotland, and he's going to be doing a little bit of Tommy Cooper impersonations. So I want you to be ready to laugh. Can you laugh for me? Yes, I know you can. So please put your hands together for Clive from Scotland.
Very much. I'll look to the changing rooms. I'm not really, yeah. Thank you. Very much. I sat in traffic for 3 hours yesterday. I got run over. My dog chased the postman on his bike yesterday. I had to take his bike away. I rang the wife. I said, the dog's took a lump out my leg. She said, did you put anything on it? I said, no, he liked it as it was. I got stung by a bee yesterday. £6.40 for a jar of honey. Now my mate's in love with 2 school bags. I think he's bisexual. Bisexual, sorry. Oh dear, how many times do I practice that? Right, I was riding down the high street in my canoe like that. Or it could have been like that. I think it was like that. And a bloke on the path said, what are you doing? I said, I'm riding down the high street in my canoe. He said, you ain't got a canoe. I said, damn. So I swam to the side. I went in the butcher's. I said to the butcher, I want a piece of bacon, but I don't want any fat on it. He said, you want lean back, sir? I said, I want a piece of bacon. I come out of there, and outside the butcher's on the floor was a tiny little piglet. Oh no, he was much smaller than that. That's about right, he was about that small. I looked at him, I said, how long have you been there? He looked at me, he said, a week, week. And I saw the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law was looking in the butcher's window, and she went in. She said to the butcher, what's that pig's head doing in the window? And the butcher said, that's a mirror, love. Anyway, I come out of there. I went in the bank. I got my gun out. I said to the girl behind the counter, give me the money or your geography. And she said, don't you mean history? I said, don't change the subject. So I went in the betting office. And I said, is this the place where I can back an horse? He said, of course it is. So I threw the doors open. I said, come on, boy. I went back in. Laugh together, come on. I went back in. I backed this horse. It was 20-1. It come in at 4:15. And the horse turned to the jockey. He said, why are you whipping me? There's no one behind us. We got back so late, we had to tiptoe back to the stables. Then I went in the library, and I shouted, can I have fish and chips? The woman said, this is a library. I said, can I have fish and chips? So anyway, I said, have you got any books on suicide? She said, yes, 4th row down, bottom shelf. Well, I had a look. I couldn't see any, so I come back. I said, there ain't any. She said, see, they don't bring them back. Right. So, I went in the pet shop. I said to the bloke, I want to buy a goldfish. He said, do you want an aquarium? I said, I don't care what star sign it is. So I went in, I said, I want some bees. I'm going to be a beekeeper. Can you do 10 bees in a jar? He said, yes. So he put them in the jar, put the lid on. I'm at the checkout, I'm counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 11. Well, I'm honest. So I said to him, look, mate, I only wanted 10. You put 11 in there. He said, that one's a freebie. Oh, where I going from, really? So I come out of there. And I went to the doctor's. And I said to the doctor, every time I go up the stairs, I get dizzy. He said, you got vertigo? I said, no, I only live around the corner. So I went back in. I did, I went back in. I had a carrot in that ear, a stick of celery in that ear. Where else have I got here? A banana up my nostril, and a runner bean up the other nostril. And I said to the doctor, I don't feel well. He said, I'm not surprised, you're not eating properly. Anyway, It's a small world, and I'll tell you why. I got married in Scotland. 3 months later, I realised the wife was having an affair. So I thought, it's no good. We're going to have to move down south. So we went right down to Cornwall. 650 miles we went. And you'll never believe it, we got the same milkman. It's a small world. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clive from England! Isn't he a funny guy? Look at that, Clive. Standing ovation again. There he is, everyone. Clive from England and his wonderful comedy. Next up, we have another very talented musician.